God talk to us every day. Now we not the hill. Today I was thinking of what to talk about, and God said I should share the experience that I had this morning. Just simple experience, just to convey a message to you guys. I was watching my CCTV, you know, looking at my stuff in the shop. So there's this customer that I wanted to talk to. I do that once in a while. Once a customer walks into the shop, I just call the customer, just to appreciate them, and all that. So I called the first staff. The phone rang. She didn't pick. Called the second one. The same thing. Called the third one. You know, I couldn't reach them. They couldn't. The phone was ringing, but they didn't pick. But meanwhile, I was looking at them. I was looking at them, but they could not pick. And because they didn't pick their call, I couldn't communicate to them. And God just impressed in my heart that this is the same thing that He goes through with us. God wants to communicate with us on a daily basis, like He communicated with me this morning. He wants to talk to us every day, but see, He cannot communicate because number one, some of us, we are not connected. We are not spiritually alert. You know, we don't have data, and because we don't have data, there is no connectivity. Or it could even be that we have our data, but we are switching it off. So as a result, we are not able to communicate with God. And that number one major problem. Some people are spiritually dead. They are not spiritually alert. They are not connected with God. They are they are not at alert to spiritual things. Then the second reason is because some of us are angry. We are angry with God. Because we are angry with God, we even when God is calling, you know, we ignore. We don't want to communicate with Him. Maybe probably because there are some things that we're asking God to do for us, and we have not received an answer to it. Because of that, we just shut down. You know, and because of that, makes it difficult for God to communicate with us. Most of the things we are angry about, it might not necessarily be because of God's fault, because God is the all-knowing God. You know, even when we think that God is not answering us, He's answering us. They say delay is not denial. There must be a particular reason, why we think, or God is not answering us. Then the last reason is people are busy. Many people are busy. They are carried away, by the cares of this world. Many people are just gisting their life away, and they get carried away with the busyness of the world, and as such, they are not able to hear God, even when God is speaking loudly to them. You know, these were the three reasons I that were difficult for me. You know, this morning that did not allow me to communicate with my staff, and God was telling me that it's the same reason. You know, three major reasons why it is difficult for Him to communicate with His children. How spiritually alert are you? Are you still angry with God? Are you busy that you cannot hear God? I want you to ponder on this thing because relationship without communication can be frustrating. And communication plays a vital role, you know, in relationship. Ponder on this and meditate on this. Do have a nice day.